Alrighty. Welcome. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna do a demo today. Let me turn this music down. Very light music. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna learn. I'm gonna teach you how to draw a reverse charcoal piece today. Oh, I forgot to switch scenes. There we go. Ooh. So, let me get my paper. It's a little bit of a mess here because I've been working on getting ready for my show. Ugh. Okay. So this is the paper I use. This is the Strathmore charcoal paper. Series 300, I think. Yes. I don't think they make this anymore. So, what's the other one? Dry Media is another good one. I just really like Strathmore paper. Alright. Mask is kind of stretching up here. Let me cut this real quick. I need to cut this to the size I need. I'm just gonna cut the edge here. Okay. Oh, this chair. I need a new chair. Alright, let's go ahead and measure out. Or not. We'll just wing it. Oh, crap. I just realized. Maybe I should do a smaller drawing. I don't think I have my ruler. Well done. Oh well, we'll just wing it. Put this over here. So it's supposed to go this way. I can't really go any higher. Ugh. Ignore this. That's just my son sleeping. She's freaking. Ugh. I mean, that's the best I'm gonna get. That's the best I'm gonna get. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tape this. I'm gonna move this out of my way. Oh, wait. now that that's all taped up, here comes the hard part. The part that takes forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take compressed charcoal. This is the Jack Richardson brand, one of my favorite brands. And I'm going to put it in between my middle finger and my index finger. And go push like this and rub at the same time with my fingers. I'm going to move this out of my way. Just covering the entire paper with charcoal, just like this. Taxing on the hands, but so worth it. Now I do this to get different texturing. I really like it this way. And then I'm going to use an old one, but you can use a brand new paper towel, and you're just going to smooth that out. I like to go in circles. So this is like the underpaint. Kinda. Well, you'll be erasing it sooner or later. And we're going to do it again because we want a really nice dark layer. Oh, it's actually easier with a really small piece. I'm actually going to turn that music off because I'm like not into it. Okay, so we're going to make a second layer, and this is going to be very dark. We want it as dark as we can get it. That's why we're using compressed charcoal, because you get a richer black with compressed. So just, the entire paper. Why do I do this? I do not know. But the love of art. Is it worth it? I don't know. We're running low. All right, take another piece here. Oh, we're almost done. Almost done. Okay. I'm going to take my hand now and just kind of rub it all in. I'm actually going to take this off. That glove is to prevent smudging. Might go one more time. Usually it only takes 2, but I'm going to do 3 passes this time. I just want to make sure it's good and dark. Oh no. It's scratching. Is it scratching? It is scratching. Why is it doing that? Don't scratch my paper. That no good. There we go. I think we got a nice, good cover. All right. Take this and just go like this. Back and forth. We want. All right. There. I think that's a pretty good cover. So next is the drawing. The drawing part. The fun part. All right, what happened here? Spotify just like messed everything up. All right, so this is a larger waterfall than the last one I did. So I'm going to use a larger eraser. Let's put that away. I don't need that. The things that we're going to use is the Faber-Castell eraser, pencil eraser. One of these erasers you can get from the from Walmart. It's the I don't know, Mars plastic eraser. We're also going to use the oh my lord, it is a was it nylon? No, it's not nylon. High polymer eraser, I think. And then
when you giggle and you jiggle when you squiggle like the ants in your
hi,
hand.
hi, thank you for the host. Oh, it's a raid.
You wiggle when you giggle and you jiggle when you squiggle like the ants in your pants.
Toast. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. I am teaching how to do.
I wanna follow you. I wanna follow you.
Oh, prepare for a toasty landing. I am pretty toasty under this jacket and mask and everything. Thank you, Carrie, for that follow. Toast, thank you for the raid. Sport, thank you for the host. Oh my goodness. Reverse charcoal. Yeah, so I'm teaching at a gallery. I'm going to be teaching how to my techniques. So I'm kind of practicing right now. But yeah, this is a reverse charcoal drawing. So what you do is you cover the entire paper. This cow. You cover the entire paper with charcoal. Compressed charcoal. You want compressed charcoal because compressed charcoal gives a richer black. And that's what we really want in these drawings. You look hardcore. You like my mask? Isn't that cool? I just got it. It's to prevent charcoal dust from getting up there. And it's kind of hard to breathe in. Are you a wizard? I wish I was a wizard. But anyways, back to the drawing. Happy birthday, congrats. Thank you, Mary. Oh, yes, my exhibition.
Follow, 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 follow you. I wanna follow, 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 follow you. I wanna follow, 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 follow you. I wanna follow, 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 follow you.
Kid Kais, thank you for the follow. Yes, I am entering my first exhibition in September. Yay! Compressed call. Yes, like, so these ones are vine. These are vines. These are either willow vine or grapevine. And then these ones are compressed. So how you make compressed charcoal is you just take vine charcoal, you grind it up, and then you use an adhesive to compress it so it stays, and you compress it and it makes compressed charcoal. But anyways, it gives a darker, richer. Thank you for the follow. Richer black. But anyways, I'm completely lost now. The exhibition, yes. So I'm celebrating my first exhibition by giving 50% off in my Etsy shop. So if you type in !exhibition, it will give you a code that you can use to get 50% off prints only. Sorry, not originals, just prints. But please do not do this to me today. Hold on, Mary. Do you do other media aside from charcoal? No, I do not. I've tried other media. I've tried watercolors. Oh, I don't have that on here. Oh, hold on. Let me quickly make a command. Exhibition. Oh, crap. What's the code? ArtX50 to get 50% off prints in Etsy shop. Somebody do ! Social for me. I think. Oh God, Jesus. What are my commands? How do I save this? Social ! Social for me, please, so I can get my Etsy shop. That's one command. That is one command. I'm in a lot of things. Command. Exhibition. I need to edit this. Edit. Boom. Okay, now do ! Oh! Hold on. I am so confused right now. I need to really like edit or play with my bot for a bit. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Lord. Okay. Okay. Now you can do ! exhibition. Exhibition. For some reason, I keep wanting to say... Wait, what? I don't know. Never mind. Ignore me. My brain wanders sometimes, and I forget what I'm saying. Anyways, charcoal. Yes, charcoal is the only thing I really work with. There you go. Yes. So if you're interested in purchasing a print, this only works for prints, and there's 2 listings for prints. You get 50% off. It's to celebrate my I need money to pay for framing and the entry cost. Framing gets very expensive. These large drawings. They're 18 by 24, and they cost about $200 to frame. So, so framing gets very expensive, and I could use the help. So, I'm doing the 50% to encourage people to buy prints. Anyways. Yeah, and then the cost to get into the exhibition is it's only to enter 3 pieces is only $25, so no problem. That's cheap for a charcoal piece, no? $200. That is my cheapest piece. My most expensive one is $500. Oh, you mean framing? That's cheap for a charcoal piece, no? Framing. We're talking about framing. $200 for framing. It's at a gallery. So, a gallery that's up in Green Bay, Wisconsin is called the... Jesus Christ, I'm not even ready for this. What is it called? I don't even know the name of the gallery. Artless Bastard. That's the name of the gallery up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And it's in September. It's coming soon. Coming soon. The black and white. Thank you. It's not my real hair. Sadly, it's not my real hair. I am going bald, so I got me a cool wig. So, Green Bay, let's go, Cheddarheads! Yes! I am from Wisconsin, so from the Fox Valley area. Anyways, back to the... Does anybody have any questions on the charcoal drawing? I was like explaining this and I just kind of wandered off somewhere else. But I'm practicing teaching before I actually teach at a gallery, so I'm very nervous. But anyways, can you tell chat how good fresh curds are? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Fresh cheese curds. You have to get them fresh. And they are just so warm and squishy and squeaky. Oh my gosh, they squeak when you chew them, and it is so amazing. So whenever you're in Wisconsin, you got to get some fresh cheese curds. Not a day old. You have to get that day's made cheese curds. Anyways, I took my mask off because I was having trouble breathing. Maybe I should look for another mask. Anyways, let's get back to the drawing. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to go ahead and get started. We just covered the paper with compressed charcoal, and I use erasers to draw. Oh, I got hair in my mouth. Huh? Oh, cheap wig and charcoal. Okay. Yeah, so I use several different types of erasers. I have a pencil eraser from Faber-Castell. I have this cheap little eraser you get from Walmart. I have a high polymer eraser. We have the gum eraser, which I need to buy a new one, but it's supposed to be more stretchy, but it's kind of hard right now because it's so old. And then what my regulars like to call the dildo eraser or the vibrator eraser is just an electric eraser. You can probably tell why it's called the vibrator or dildo eraser. I'm holding up dinner. I gotta go. Oh, okay. Enjoy dinner. enjoy dinner. Anyways, so we're drawing a waterfall. That's usually my main subjects. I like taking pictures on our family hikes. And we like hiking up in Michigan, upper Michigan, and they have a lot of waterfalls up there. But anyways, let's get started. So first, the waterfalls you do are really pretty. Thank you so much, Harry. So what I like to do is map out where the waterfall is. So in this case, the waterfall kind of starts up here. And then the very top of the waterfall, actually that needs to come back over this way. So this is the like river part. And then it comes over this way. Yes. And then this is the top of the waterfall. And when you draw the waterfall, you want to curve the top. It does not go straight. You curve it. Please curve your waterfalls, please. And then it comes down here. It's about this wide. Can you guys see that? This is the top of the waterfall. I'm just doing a quick sketch on where the waterfall is. It kind of helps me with placement. And making noises while you're drawing helps. It really does. It really does. It really does. All right, this needs to come over more. Boom. And then this goes slightly curved. And then goes back up here. And this is where it stops. Now there's a rock behind it. So we're going to draw a line where the bottom of the rock is. And it's kind of slanted. So kind of a slant. That looks good. And then, is there anything else I want to map out? There's a hole behind the waterfall I can map out. So, you're just mapping out like the main shapes, the main objects. So there's a hole right there. You got your waterfall, your little river. And then the bottom of your rock, you can't really tell where the top of the rock begins because there's a whole bunch of leaves and stuff up there. And then, oh, hey, my bot automatically says that. Wow, okay. Hi, Toa. How's it going? Also, I want to map out the highlighted area of the water. It kind of goes like this. And a circle. Okay. That's good enough. Now, we get into the details. We can do the waterfall part first. Actually, oh, itch. It would actually be easier to start with the rock behind and then draw the waterfall. So usually I start with the waterfall, but this time I'm going to start with the rock. So when you're doing rocks, the highlights, I wish I had a piece of paper. Hold on. To explain this. I'm going to do this with Vine here. So rocks, you're not too bad. Finally finished installing a massive 11.6 gig game. Oh my goodness, from Steam. What game was it? Okay, rocks. Your highlights are going to be on the top. And you can make rocks kind of random. It doesn't have to be exactly like the picture. That's what's great about landscapes. So rocks, we're going to make a highlight up here. And then the further down you go the rock, you use gradient. Switch the values. Napoleon Total Wars. Sweet. Kind of like that. And then there's random highlights throughout the rock, because the rock is obviously not flat. It's very bumpy, so it's going to have random highlights here and there. So we'll just add some random highlights. And then when you add your highlights, you want to try to think of the word. Changes the value. So you want to go darker on your values, if that makes any sense. So adding random highlights. The best thing to do is to practice gradient. And then we're going to take this. If you're using Vine like this, you want to add your dark values with compressed charcoal. Kind of just blend that. It's very random. It's very hard to explain rocks. Doesn't it look like a rock? So rocks are easy to do. It's just very hard to explain because it's so random. I hope that made sense. That's one thing I struggle with. Did you know that technically Napoleon whatever wasn't even French? Really? I did not know that. Wow, interesting. Huh. I learned something new today. Okay, so we're going to get back to this, and we're going to do rocks. Rocks, 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 rocks. So I'm going to take my pencil eraser from Faber-Castell, and we're going to add some highlights here and there. Use gradient to change it up a bit. So you're gonna, how you do gradients is you lighten up on your pencil, obviously. I guess I could zoom in. Dude. Do. Okay, let's see. If you ever want me to zoom in anywhere, just let me know. Alright, hi Zanzu, how's it going? Do you do a sketch before a piece? No, I do not do sketches. I don't have a sketchbook. I don't like doing sketches, but if you want to, I mean, that's perfectly fine, but I don't. I don't do sketches. Uh-oh! The little Willie Ham is up and moving around. A good thing to do when you're doing rocks, if you're like doing a highlight going up, you could like do very small movements going up and down and twisting your eraser. So it gives you random highlights like that. What's that face for? Do most artists do you base it on pure photos? Yes, I do. I have trouble thinking in my mind of what I want to draw. Like, I can't picture things in my head. My head is so blank. Like, it's not even funny. It's just, I'm completely dumb in the head. So when I'm explaining things, it's very hard for me because my mind wanders and goes blank sometimes. So if I'm very confusing, please let me know. This is the Artistic Police. Eyewitness accounts of report to us that there are dangerously good levels of artistic amazingness going on here. Do you have anything to say about these claims? I am not the artist. Okay. Continue with gradients. You want some dark spots in your rock. You don't want all highlights. Denial! We're going to kind of bring our gradient over here behind the waterfall. And we're going to kind of leave that dark. Let's bring some more highlights into this rock. So you're making random movements. Yep, so all my drawings are based off of photos that I take from family hikings. We love to hike. This family loves to hike, so all based off of photos. I hope you guys can see that. We're going to add some more highlights and gradients. We don't want it completely dark right there. I don't know if I said this before, but the best way to practice rocks is practicing your gradient. And you clean eraser. What? How I clean it is just wipe it. I wipe it on my hand. It cleans it up a bit. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes, I mean, you're just good. You don't have to clean your eraser. That's the good part about charcoal. And I get this a lot. People say how hard it is to control, but this way, it is so easy. So easy to control the charcoal like this. All right. Because all you're doing is just picking up the charcoal. You're mainly just drawing the highlights. Yeah, I was just wondering because sometimes charcoal builds up. Yeah. Yeah, with erasers, you don't really have to. Sometimes I do. The gum eraser, you just knead it like this. And it will give you a clean spot. You're just working the charcoal into the eraser. This is why I need to get a new gum eraser too, because it's getting pretty full of charcoal. But it's still good. It's still good. So, the charcoal sticks very well to the gum eraser. Back to this. Back to random highlights and gradients.
I wanna follow you. I wanna follow you. I wanna follow you. I wanna follow
Pink Pearl. Pink Pearl, thank you for that follow and welcome. Hey, and by the way, if anybody wants to share their artwork, if you have any artwork to share, go ahead and post a link in chat, or you can post it on my Discord. I have a Discord where you can post art. You can share your favorite artists. And, yeah. Or games. We do games too. I hear a little Willie Ham who is supposed to be in bed. Still not in bed. I know you're awake. Someone's about to get in trouble. Okay, so this rock, so this is one rock. You can't really tell in the photo, you can't really tell where rocks end and begin. And this rock that's right here is very, very bumpity, like very small bumps. So I am just going to do tiny little swirls here and there with the side of my eraser. Very teeny little swirls. And sometimes you want to connect the swirls. Can y'all see that? I think there's like moss on this rock here, so I'm gonna kind of sketch this rock out. Oh, and there's a highlight right here. Okay, so that rock's done. There's not much of a highlight on this rock. you're gonna kind of lighten up on your eraser too. You don't want to do like heavy highlights like in here. And at the bottom, there's a nice highlight. So we're going to push harder on our eraser. There we go. Back to the swirls. Every now and then you want to slightly push on your eraser. 'Cause there's not really like highlights. There's just lighter spots. This is what little details like this take forever, but so worth it at the end. Especially doing a large piece like this. Oh boy. That's why you want something to drink on the side. Chill to some music. I'm actually going to give this a little bit of a highlight to separate the rocks. Okay. I still hear a Willie. Oh, he's back in bed. Check this out, guys. That is my son. He's supposed to be sleeping. Tisk, tisk. But he's just jumping around on his bed. He's not getting ice cream tomorrow. Okay, back to the swirls. If you want me to show something else, I can jump to something else. Sometimes I like to jump around because this is kind of tedious. So I'll jump around sometimes and work on something else. But I really want some gradients right here behind the waterfall. So it kind of blends behind, if that makes any sense, you know? That's good enough. I would put some music on, but what's been happening lately, I'm kind of scared. So. And we're actually, yeah, we're going to bring this up. There's a nice vine, very bright vine right here, but we're going to work on the underpaint first. Layers, key, very key in these drawings. Same with a lot of other like paints, like watercolors. I know you want a very light underpaint. Excuse me. Make some more highlights at the bottom of the rock. You kind of just squiggle that. Do some squiggle highlights. Lighten some areas, darken some. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna do the vine that's right here. So since this part is under the vine, I don't have to do the little swirls. I just need a gradient under it. Can't really see much of a detail under the vine. So you're going to do large, smooth highlights, gradients right here. Lighten this up just a bit because it's not completely black behind the vine. Push hard in some areas, light up in some areas. Back to the swirls. It's always good to do different spots in case you get bored with one spot. It's very tedious. Has anybody done what is that called when you do the dots? My mind's gone blank. Somebody help me. When you do the dots like this, well, it's usually done with like ink. I don't know. I can't think of it. My mind's gone. Well, like, I know the word, but I don't. That's the problem with my mind. Like, I know this stuff, but I can't talk about it. And if you're wondering why I'm holding my eraser like this, I feel like it gives me more control of the tip of the eraser. I don't know. I don't write like this. I just draw like this. We're going to go back and add a little bit more highlights in areas. So we're going to push harder in some areas. But we'll come back to that. We just want our quick texture right now so we can get the vines in. And then we can go back and add a few highlights to give it more definition. Oh, he's jumping on his trampoline now. He's got a trampoline that's right there. He is a bad boy. I should probably go put him back in bed. William? I might start working on a different area because I'm kind of getting bored with this area. Music would most definitely help. Okay, so we're going to kind of go dark right here. So we're going to smooth that out just a bit. And there's going to be a boulder kind of sticking out right here. So there's a nice highlight right here. Do you hear that? Do you hear him? He's running around up there. I'm kind of smooth that out because it's a nice smooth gradient under it. We don't want a gradient above it. We want a gradient under it. There we go. There's a few random highlights under it. And back to the swirls. Actually, I'm going to use my more worked on eraser here. Add a few more highlights. We want nice and bright right around here. You want it brighter in some spots to kind of give the feel of it like going like this. It's not completely flat, so you want some highlights. You want to push harder in some spots. Do this too. And then we'll go back. Lighten up on the eraser down here. We're going to do another highlight right here, so push harder, but still do the swirls. Teeny little swirls. And lighten up again. You see the random highlights in that? Standing back helps to see it better. So if you need to fix spots, we're going to put another highlight right here closer to the water. And lighten up on the eraser, still doing the swirls. Very teeny little swirls. Almost done. Almost done. We might go back and fix a few areas. Okay. I I'd say that's good enough for now. We can always come back and work on it some more. Maybe soften up a few spots. Add maybe some darks back in. But we're going to start working on this spot right here. It's kind of like a cave right here. And the top, you can see the roof of the cave. And that's just a nice, smooth gradient. So we're actually going to take the gum eraser for that. Because the gum eraser gives a nice, slight gradient. Gradient's probably not the word I'm thinking of. Just lightly curve. Just like that. And then we're going to add some highlights right above it, because I guess the rock kind of flips out, like the end of the bottom of the rock kind of flips out, if that makes any sense. So we're going to add just a little bit of detail, highlight right above. Actually, hold on. I made a mistake. We want it dark right here, right under the highlight. So we're going to add some charcoal back in there, just a little bit, and then use your finger to kind of smooth it out. There we go. Okay, back to the highlight. Whoop, that's not the one I was using. Or was it? Was it? I don't think so. Nope. Yes? No. No, it was this one. Okay. Back to the highlight. Right above. You don't want a straight line highlight. You kind of want it random. Goes up like this. And then down. And there's a nice highlight right there. There we go. We might add some black back in right there, but that's how I want to do it. Let me move this up. We are going to add the vine now. This is my favorite part because we use the dildo eraser or the vibrator eraser, whichever one you want to use. So what I'm gonna do is tap on it like that. Push the button, lift off the button, just quickly like that. And we're gonna go in, and we're gonna do crisscross movements. So I'll show you right here before I actually do it. We're gonna add a vine right here on the rock. So remember, click on and off and do crisscross movements. You might want to let off sometimes if it's too much. Do a dot. I would say quickly push it and then let off. Looks different on Vine, because Vine picks up a lot easier. So my mind's gone blank. What is this called again? This eraser, the electric eraser, is good for like bushes with flowers or a vine that's very bright. because it lifts up. It goes so fast, it lifts the charcoal up a lot easier. And with vine, oh boy, does it. So there's our vine on the rock. Now we're going to do it over here. It's going to start just up here. It's going to start up here. So we're going to make a dot and crisscross around it, dot, crisscross around it. Just like so. So it's like every leaf is a different size, different shape. We're going to bring the vine over here. It's going to swing over here. The vine also goes up here. Let's finish this first. Okay. Let's see. Make this a little bit fatter here. Now we're going to bring it up. And over. I mean, there's a lot more vine right here, but it's lighter. We don't want such a hard hard highlight on it. There's like vine all right here, but we're working on the highlight right now. Part of the vine that's very, very light. And we're going to bring this down. It comes down again. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I absolutely love doing vines and bushes with flowers. All right. So now we're going to do the other part of the vines. Ooh. There's some right here. So we're going to do crisscrosses, kind of large motion. Not too large. Kind of like so. There's also like a little branch that kind of comes out here. Ooh. When you're making branches, you want to kind of twist. Do a little twist and down. You can also see some along here, then there. Add a few lines here and there. Some of that pops up sometimes. Okay. Back to the crisscross, the not so bright leaves. Medium strokes, crisscrosses. You're going to do a few crisscrosses in the same area, if that makes any sense. And then move on. So crisscross and move on. Crisscross, move on. Crisscross. Just like that. Quick crisscrosses. You want to push harder in some, lighter in some areas. We'll switch this and do just a little straight shot down like that, twisting. Switch back to the other one, because this eraser is more flat. And I want a sharp one for things like that. For the vines. That's actually the vine. I've been calling this whole thing, I don't know. Anyways. We're doing leaves on the vines. Now, up in this corner, there's a fern. The vines are gonna go up further, like all up in here. We have a fern that's right here. So I am going to, let me think for a minute. So I'm going to just kind of draw that out. Like right there. And then we're going to draw the leaves. And this fern's leaves are kind of like that. And I'm going to take the sharper eraser and do quick, long strokes. Straight strokes, just like that. Did you see that? Straight. So it looks, might make that longer. let me draw out the leaves first. They get longer the further back. And while you're doing this, you want to twist your eraser so it's not completely straight line. We don't want straight lines. There is no straight lines in nature. Sorry, I'm like hitting the mic. Boom. Okay. So it's like, oh, let me go up a bit. Hold on. Go up. There we go. We're doing this. All right. Back to the sharp eraser. Let me sharpen it more. I want it really sharp. There we go. Oh, there's a kitty on the bed. And my son is still not in bed. All right, back to the leaves. Long strokes, just like that. Might make it longer. That's a nice fern. We're going to actually go back and draw the stem. I'm going to darken that up. Yeah. What time is it? 7:30. I'm like so ready for bed. Back to the other side. I feel like that's a song. Back to the other side. What happened to my eraser? There it is. The other side. I like to start at the base and then move out. Uh-oh. The tip broke. Oh, that noise. Gotta sharpen this again. I need those nice sharp lines. Oh, that one's horrible. I'm sorry for the noise, the squeaking that it's making. Alright, done with that. I'm gonna take the vine charcoal and kind of run it through here. And then the stems of the leaves. Oh, I broke it. There we go. So what we've gotten done so far, I think, is turning out pretty good. Let's do the waterfall part. All right. So we've done rocks, we've done vines, we've done a fern. Let's move on to the waterfall part. I'm going to use this eraser that I got from Daddy California. What up, girl? I know that song. Isn't it from Smashing Pumpkins? Oh, wait. No. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins. Right? What's up, Indy? How's it going? Alright, let's, RHCP. What? I'm sorry, my mind's blank. What's... Nice try. Oh! Okay. Red Hot Chili Peppers, that's right! That's right! I don't know why I was thinking Smashing Pumpkins. No, it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. I knew that. I know that song. Because a lot of people have made that little joke. Danny, California. vacation. Anyways, let's get to the waterfall before I suffocate. So the top of the waterfall you want curved. Please curve the top of your waterfalls. Anyways, so we're gonna start up here, and we're gonna make sounds to help us draw the waterfall. We're gonna make quick movements, curved movements. Ooh. Hey, my waterfalls with 90-degree angles. Okay, here we go. See, you want to do quick, light movements because it kind of tapers off at the end. The top of the waterfall, it's going to be very bright. Actually, this is like very, very bright. So I'm just going to kind of do that. It's like, it looks like a bird or a dinosaur. What? How it is right now? Looking upwards. I'm so confused. Indy, you confused me. And right here, you want to go straight. And we'll add random highlights. Push hard in some. You just want to make that movement. Bright at the top. Try not to do that. Yeah, the top. You don't see the mouth and the bush or rocks or whatever on the right is like the body. Are you high? Kind of like a big turtle. Are you high? Because I don't see that. I do not see that. Indy, I think you're high. I'm going to go switch back to the pencil eraser to get some thinner lines. Ooh. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay. I see it! Oh my goodness! And I see it! Damn you! That is hilarious. Indy. Oh, jeez. You've ruined it! You've ruined my drawing! I'm done! Good night, Indy! I'm just kidding. Oh, my God, Indy. Let's continue. How do you see that? Now I'm distracted. Okay, switch back to this guy here. Get some thinner lines in there. More highlights. now it's a Bandit Dino. Is he trying? Indy, Indy, stop it! Oh Jesus, my eraser broke. We'll move on to this. Oh, excuse me. I'm bumping the... Alright, here's the river, so we're just gonna brighten that up. Cool. Oh, my arms. Or not my arms, my hand. And thus, the transformation to the fable albino quack dragon is complete. Oh my goodness. Indy, Indy! Oh my goodness, Indy. Whoopsie! Just scratched it. Oh Lord, Indy. You won't be able to see it now. Of course. You've ruined it. You've ruined my drawing. Alright. Here's where the water splashes, so we're going to brighten this up. We make large swirling motions. Whoops! Does this section ruin your vision? Alright, I'm going to switch to this because this is going to be faster. Kind of let off of the eraser at the edges. I hope my son didn't fall asleep in the living room. He's not in bed right now. I should probably go check on him. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh. He's not really a messy kid, so I'm not too worried. He doesn't get into things that he's not supposed to. He hasn't yet. Oh. Alright. No. I heard him. I just heard him speak. Say something. Let me go check on him real quick. Do you hear him talking? Do you hear that? Okay, he's not talking about anymore. I'll be right back. I can't hear him. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me put some music on. Royalty-free music. Don't want to get in trouble. Spotify, please open. Okay. I should have this up and ready. Here we go. I'll be right back. pause that just in case. He's crying. I might have to end soon. I want it to go until 9, but I might have to end soon if he gives me any more problems. Back to the drawing. Oh, this is... Okay. Back to the drawing. Thank you. Thank you. Mama job comes first. All good. Oh, Jesus, he's out of bed again. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to end. He's giving me trouble tonight. Let me go find somebody to host. I don't know what to play tonight. Either Ni no Kuni or possibly some... Ni no Kuni! That's what you should... Are you gonna stream? Because if you're gonna stream, like, start now so I can, like, host you. Okay, thanks. Let's go find somebody to host. I'll be streaming on the... Not home right now. Ah, dang it! Won't be on for like an hour! Why, Andy? Why? Oh, look, Berg is... No, I always host Berg. Let's host somebody else. Let's see. Laptops is streaming. Should we go host Laptops or Bagel Rabbit? Oh, or Keeny Wear. Oh my god, no, it's really cute. Dude, I don't know who to host. We'll do Laptops. He's playing Grand Theft Auto. Can I do this? / raid Laptops rules. We'll go raid him. Looks like he's working with something creative, actually. I don't know. But anyways, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the host. Thank you for being here. And, yeah, all that good stuff. Bye! Is it rating? I can't tell if it's rating.